Hi everyone, welcome to Highlight Harrison, and on behalf of the Greater Harrison Chamber, and I am Jolene Winter from Brater-Winter Funeral Home, and today we are here with Stefanie Frankenstein from Frankenstein Nursery. Stefanie, welcome, and from a business owner, a woman business owner, to another woman business owner. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How long have you owned the nursery?
So this is my second season running everything. The previous season, Beth Harness, the previous owner of Adopt a Plant Greenhouse, kind of mentored me with retail, and last year I took over. Before that, I was a teacher in Cincinnati Public Schools for 15 years.
Wow. What made you get into this?
So when I was younger, my grandparents owned a greenhouse, and it was also called Frankenstein's Nursery. I grew up spending a lot of time there and doing a lot of things with my grandparents, and always kind of loved it. Continued to sow seed and do plant things with my grandpa as an adult. And after he passed away, I met Beth totally randomly. She saw that I was drying out seed, and we got to talking, and so I started working here part-time. And then through COVID and some other losses that I've had in my life, just kind of changed my perspective, and I finally decided to make a change, and Beth and I worked out a plan, and here we are.
Perfect. Well, you are also my neighbor.
Yes.
So she lives on Broadway, which I love her house. And so one of the things that she's also done, my pots last year, you did those, and it was wonderful because, you know, helping another smaller business of getting some, you know, plugs in there. It always helps.
And I absolutely love doing your planters, actually, because they're so big, and so there's a lot of room to play and get creative with plant combinations. There are a lot of varieties out there that you can plant together that look really nice, and not just sticking with kind of the tried and trues. And don't get me wrong, begonias and geraniums are great plants as well, but being able to incorporate some other colors and varieties really make planters stand out. And I also do custom planters for just anybody. I bring your pots in, and I will ask you a couple of questions about, you know, how much sun and what colors you like and what color your house is, because that matters with what color plants you put in. And then you leave it to me, and I pop them up and let them sit in the greenhouse for a while and grow on and get nice and full. And then when it's time to put them out, you come pick them up. And this year, actually, anybody who gets custom planters done also will receive a free bottle of our fertilizer, which is amazing fertilizer. So
Perfect. Not bad stuff by the big name store brand.
yeah, no harsh chemicals around here at all.
Exactly. That's what I like about this place, is just it's all, number one, it's family owned, so it's operated family owned. But I like the variety of what you have. And, you know, like at the funeral home, the side of the funeral home, we had one that we were thinking that was more shade and it was more sun, and we had to switch out some plants, and, you know, some things weren't doing very well. And sometimes it's trial and error of what's going to work. So
It is a lot. I find that I get to know a plant the best when I work with it in my own space, and how a plant behaves in my space might even be a little bit different in your space, even if they're kind of getting the same light needs. Could be that it's planted close to a brick building, which then is going to keep it warmer in that space, and some plants don't like that. Could be the soil. A lot of variables when it comes to plants, and kind of knowing the ins and outs of each of them is difficult. So having the expertise here is helpful for other people.
So Stefanie, what type of plants do you have here at the greenhouse?
So we grow annuals, herbs. Actually, I grow over 100 varieties of herbs. Native perennials, which are perennials that are native to this region, which are beneficial for the habitat ecosystem, the insects, the birds in our region, and kind of understanding that is an important piece to me, something that I am going to be incorporating more of over the next few years. I do sedums, succulents, some tropicals, and, you know, pretty much we can put them in any container. So hanging baskets, planters, all sorts of things. And For example, this is one of our herb varieties. This is nasturtium. And nasturtium is actually a cool sun but cool weather kind of lover. So anything that's like that, I always recommend to put in a morning sun spot if you want it to last through summer and you'll get longer with it. These will bloom throughout the summer and you can eat the leaves and the flowers, which is kind of, you know, they're really pretty, so sometimes that might be hard, but they have a slightly peppery flavor, so they're great in salads. And it's kind of a great conversation starter for people as well.
What are your hours here?
So we are open from on Monday through Thursday, 9 to 6, Friday and Saturday, 8 to 4, and Sunday, 10 to 4.
Perfect. And you're right here on Oxford Road, and New Haven, right to Oxford, the freeway stop sign, and take a left, and I always know about the cemetery, but that's just me, the funeral director.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
And it's, you know, I've been back here before, but I never, like, I guess I just didn't think it was this big. The place is big. It's huge. It's huge. You got a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, we're right up, once you get past that freeway, if you go past Sam's, we're right up the hill past that next to the cemetery. And it is kind of hidden.
It is.
Which is kind of the beauty of it. It's a little bit of a hidden gem. It's very peaceful. It's like a great destination. There's trees, a nice breeze, plants everywhere, dogs, you know, all sorts of nice things to come and enjoy in this spot. And it's shocking to me actually the amount of people who have come in the last couple of years saying that they didn't realize that this was here when it has been here for 30 years.
I want to thank you for joining us on Highlight Harrison today, and we want to thank Stefanie from Frankenstein's Nursery, and thank you for being in the community. I truly appreciate everything that you do for us and making our community brighter and beautiful with all the beautiful plants that you own.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and thanks for having me today.